Imagine waking up one day and realizing that the money you use every day is no longer controlled by banks or governments. No inflation, no middlemen, just a system where you are in full control of your wealth. Sounds crazy, right? But that's exactly what Bitcoin is doing. From being worth less than a penny to becoming the most valuable digital asset on Earth, Bitcoin has rewritten the rules of finance. But how did it all begin? Why is Bitcoin still the king of crypto? And what does the future hold? What does the future hold? Buckle up, because this is the full story of Bitcoin, how it was born, how it survived countless attacks, and why it might just be the future of money. The financial crisis that started to understand why Bitcoin was created, we need to go back to 2008. The world was falling apart. The biggest financial institutions had gambled. The world was falling apart. The biggest financial institutions had gambled away trillions of dollars. And when things collapsed, who paid the price? Ordinary people. Millions lost their jobs, their homes, and their life savings. Banks, on the other hand, they got bailed out by governments printing more money. This exposed a fundamental flaw in our financial system. Central banks could print infinite money, making inflation skyrocket. The system was built on trusting banks, even though they had proven to be reckless. People had zero control over their own money. This is where Bitcoin comes in. The birth of Bitcoin. On October 31st, 2008, an anonymous figure, Satoshi Nakamoto, published a white paper titled Bitcoin, a peer-to-peer electronic cash system. It described a system where people could send money directly without banks, without intermediaries, and without needing to trust anyone. Then, on January 3rd, 2009, Satoshi mined the first block of Bitcoin, the Genesis block, with a hidden message inside. The Times, 3 January 2009. Chancellor on brink of second bailout for banks. This wasn't just a technical innovation, it was a direct attack on the broken financial system. But at the time, nobody cared. Bitcoin was just a bunch of code. No one knew what it could become. The first Bitcoin transactions. For the first year, Bitcoin was a nerds-only club. It had zero real-world value. But then, in 2010, a historic moment happened. A developer named Laszlo Hanyecz made the first real Bitcoin purchase, 10,000 BTC for 2 pizzas. Today, that's worth over $600 million, the most expensive meal in history. Back then, Bitcoin was worth just $0.0025. But this was huge. It proved Bitcoin could actually be used as money. Bitcoin's first bull run. At first, Bitcoin was seen as worthless internet money. But then, something crazy happened. In 2011, Bitcoin hit $1 per coin for the first time. By 2013, Bitcoin had shot up to $1,000. Suddenly, the world started paying attention. News outlets began covering it. Early adopters became millionaires. People were realizing Bitcoin was not a joke. But with success came problems. The dark side of Bitcoin. Because Bitcoin was anonymous and decentralized, it became popular on the dark web. One of the biggest scandals? Silk Road, a black market where people could buy anything using Bitcoin. Drugs, fake IDs, even weapons. In 2013, the FBI shut down Silk Road, arrested its founder, and seized $48 million worth of Bitcoin. Governments use this as an excuse to attack Bitcoin, calling it money for criminals. But let's be real. Cash is used for crime way more than Bitcoin. Despite the crackdown, Bitcoin refused to die. The 2017 explosion. By 2017, Bitcoin was growing faster than ever. Everyone was talking about it. People were mortgaging their houses just to buy Bitcoin. And then it happened. Bitcoin skyrocketed to $20,000. Crypto was no longer a niche thing. It was mainstream. Even Wall Street started paying attention. But what goes up must come down. By 2018, the crypto market crashed. Bitcoin dropped 80%, and people started calling it dead again. But Bitcoin had been here before. And it wasn't going anywhere. The institutional era. Between 2018 and 2020, something unexpected happened. Governments, billionaires, and institutions started buying Bitcoin instead of fighting it. Tesla bought $1.5 billion worth of BTC. El Salvador made Bitcoin legal tender. Hedge funds and banks started investing in Bitcoin. And then in 2021, Bitcoin hit $69,000, its highest price ever. Bitcoin was no longer just for tech geeks. It was now a global financial asset. Why Bitcoin is still the king. With thousands of cryptocurrencies out there, why hasn't anything beaten Bitcoin yet? First mover advantage. Bitcoin was the original crypto, and that matters. Decentralization. No CEO, no company, no government can shut it down. Limited supply, 21 million coins. Unlike the US dollar, Bitcoin can't be printed endlessly. Most secure blockchain, Bitcoin has never been hacked. Altcoins come and go, but Bitcoin? It's here to stay. The future of Bitcoin. What's next for Bitcoin? Some believe it will replace gold as the world's best store of value. Others think it could become a global reserve currency. Can Bitcoin hit $1 million per coin? Some experts say yes, but the road won't be easy. Governments, banks, and regulators won't give up power easily. One thing is certain. Bitcoin is the hardest asset in history. Bitcoin is not just a cryptocurrency. It's a revolution. It's the first real chance for financial freedom in human history. So, what do you think? Will Bitcoin rule the world, or will something else take its place? Drop a comment below and let's discuss. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit that bell for more mind-blowing crypto content.